Tularemia, rabbit fever outbreak. Tularemia is a zoonotic disease which means it spreads between animals and humans, commonly called rabbit fever or deer fly fever. What is rabbit fever? Rabbit fever is commonly known as tularemia is highly infectious disease caused by bacterium Francisella tularensis. Tularemia can be spread to human beings, people by exposure through infected animals like rabbit, rodents, hares, and prairie dogs, as well as through tick or deer fly bites that have Francisella tularensis infections. The infection can also spread by drinking contaminated water or food particles of bacteria in the air, inhaling contaminated aerosols, or agricultural landscaping dust and laboratory exposure. It causes your lymph nodes to painfully swell and other symptoms in your lungs, eyes, throat, and intestines, depending on where the bacteria infects you. In severe cases, it can cause inflammation in any organ, including your brain and heart. Tularemia can cause your lymph node to swell severely, which looks like large bumps on your body. How does tularemia affects body? If tularensis bacteria get into your body and are eaten, engulfed by cells of your immune system, the bacteria destroy the immune cell and flood out into your body to infect other cells. The destruction of cells and your immune system's response to the bacteria causes symptoms in the part of your body that's infected. Types of tularemia. Tularemia has several forms depending on how you got infected with F. tularensis and where your symptoms are in the body. Types of tularemia are as follows: glandular tularemia. Glandular tularemia. It is similar to ulcero glandular tularemia, but it only affects your lymph nodes. Glandular tularemia caused by a tick bite or directly from an infected animal. Ulceroglandular tularemia. This tularemia is most common form of tularemia caused by bites of a tick or an infected animal. It affects your skin and lymph nodes. Oculoglandular tularemia. Oculoglandular tularemia is caused by contaminated water or body fluids into your eye. It causes symptoms in and around your infected eye. Oculoglandular tularemia usually does not affect both eyes. Oropharyngeal tularemia. Oropharyngeal tularemia is caused by eating contaminated food, drinking contaminated water, or touching your hands to your mouth without washing them. It causes a sore throat and sometimes digestive gastrointestinal symptoms. Pneumonic tularemia. Pneumonic tularemia is the most serious form of tularemia. It causes symptoms similar to pneumonia. You can get pneumonic tularemia two ways: breathing in F. tularensis. Second, F. tularensis spreading to your lungs from somewhere else in your body. Typhoidal tularemia causes a high fever and affects many parts of your body. The body gets affected by typhoidal tularemia in the same way as others form of tularemia. Symptoms: tularemia has some symptoms that are similar to Lyme disease. They affect your body differently. Fever, very large, swollen, and painful lymph nodes, open wound, ulcer or lesion on your skin, ulceroglandular tularemia only, eye pain, watery eyes, tearing, sensitivity to light, photophobia, open sore on your eye, corneal ulceration, severe sore throat, swollen red throat with white patches, red bumps or rash, erythema nodosum, coughing up blood, hemophysis. Some people may also have headache, loss of appetite, muscle ache, as cough, shortness of breath, dip, dyspnea, chest pain or tightness, abdominal stomach pain, diarrhea, nausea or vomiting. The incubation period for tularemia, or time between exposure and the start of the symptom, is 3 to 5 days. Some people can go without symptom for up to 2 weeks. Diagnosis and test of tularemia. To diagnose tularemia, a healthcare provider will examine the patient, ask about their symptoms, and test patient's blood or other body fluid depending on symptom. Blood test: sample of blood taken from patient's arm will be sent to a lab. Biopsy: if a patient have a large lymph node or ulcers, your health provider may take a sample of tissue for biopsy. Nasal or throat swab: healthcare provider healthcare provider may use a long stick with a soft tip swab to get a sample of mucus from nose or throat. Pleural fluid test: thoracentesis. thoracentesis If patients have a fluid around their lung, a provider may take a sample of it during a thoracentesis. thoracentesis thoracentesis Antibiotics used to treat tularemia. Prevention: protecting yourself and your pets from bug bite, safely handling animals and cooking meat to safe temperatures. Wear proper clothing that covers as much skin as you can while outdoors, especially in long grass or wooded area. Wear bug spray with DWT. Wash your hands thoroughly after handling animals or when you cut vegetables, even if you wore gloves. Don't drink untreated water. Wearing a mask while using a mower or agricultural equipment may help prevent breathing in any aerosolized particles, but more research is necessary to confirm this. Cook at a safe temperature and always wash your hands, surface, and utensils after preparing food. Terrestrial cycle type A tularemia, aquatic cycle type B tularemia.